Over the past 2 centuries, advancements in technology, imperialism, and nationalism have helped the spread of globalization, while mistrust between countries and genocide hindered it. Advancements in technology such as the railroad, which was created by Richard Trevithick during the Industrial Revolution, helped Britain globalize. It allowed Britain to transport manufactured goods all around the world. It also allowed Britain to develop connections with other countries because they could take the railroad and transport themselves to other places. People could therefore exchange ideas about how to live life, and inventions like the railroad changed countries into a technology-based lifestyle. Imperialism is when a stronger country takes over smaller countries. An example of this was when Britain took over many other smaller countries and globalized them. They were able to incorporate the smaller countries' ideas into their own and then develop relationships with these countries, which allowed trade to prosper and economies to thrive. Nationalism was a huge component in the spread of globalization. Nationalism is the patriotic feeling of superiority over other countries and a person's love and devotion for his or her country. This allowed globalization to spread because this love and devotion made people want to improve their countries economically, politically, and socially. From this, they developed new connections and ideas about new technology, which led to better trade and much more. World War I hindered globalization because of the breaking up of the alliances. There were two major alliances, with Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Italy, who were known as the Triple Alliance, and also with Great Britain, France, and Russia, who were known as the Triple Entente. Italy broke off from the Triple Alliance and later joined the Triple Entente, causing unease and mistrust between both alliances. This conflict got much worse, which later led to World War I. When people are fighting in war, they are not looking to expand economically, politically, and socially. They are looking to win the war and expand their territories. This did not help the growth of any of these countries. It only brought death and sorrow. World War II also hindered globalization because of Hitler's manipulation of the German people. Hitler manipulated them to vote for him as Chancellor. He told Germany that the Jews were the problem in Europe and said that if they were not dealt with wisely and quickly, that they would exterminate all of the European races. He blamed the Jews for all of Germany's problems, which later led to the Holocaust. 6 million Jews were massacred because of it, and this did not globalize Germany in any way. Instead of integrating Germany's ideas with the Jewish people's ideas and creating connections with them, he decided to fight and kill them. This did not expand Germany's economy and connections, but rather made the oppressors feel accomplished. The Cold War did not expand globalization because of the tension between the United States and the Soviet Union. A big part of this problem was that the United States was a capitalist government and that the Soviet Union was a communist government. Also, the Cuban Missile Crisis really angered the United States. The Soviet Union violated the agreement between them by deciding to put their own weapons of mass destruction on Cuba when it was only meant to be a place for defensive tactics. This caused their relationship to really deteriorate. This hindered globalization because instead of staying together as allies and improving their economies, they fought with each other and the trust between both countries was gone. Genocide hinders globalization because the Janjaweed, who is the rebellious militia in Darfur, have been murdering, raping, and robbing civilians, and they have even been taking them out of their homes. Many people in Darfur die of hunger and disease every day, and unless the people of Darfur are healthy, the country will not become stronger economically, politically, and socially. The Janjaweed are not developing connections with other countries, and when other countries try to help the people in Darfur, the Janjaweed kick them out and just let the people keep suffering. This cannot help the country in any way, and nothing is going to change unless someone decides to step up and take action. American globalization has really affected me. I've been able to stay close with family and friends no matter how far they are from me, and I've been able to create connections with other people as well. A specific example of how technology has affected me is that every year I go to Israel to see my family. Without globalization, there would be no technology, meaning that there would be no airplanes to allow me to travel such a long distance. Also, I call my grandparents every weekend, and without the invention of the telephone, I would not be able to talk to them for a whole year. Globalization has affected me for the better, and I think with the more inventions being made, the more connections people will make.